Hello children, I'm Krishna ma'am back again, and today we will cover something very interesting. Children, all of you know very well that the technology has developed so much so that everything is the whole world is within our hands. Wherever we want to communicate, whoever we want to talk with, whatever message we want to convey, is just take finger, point here and be there. Or we don't have to dial like before, and talk to a person. It's just a matter of one fingertip and the phone communication is ready for you. But children, the phone communication is not everything. At times we do need to keep records. We do need to make it official and put it in writing. Fine. That's why we need another communication which is still very much alive and which is still very much needed and very much a part of communication till date, and that is letter writing. Letter writing. And children, you have completed your class 10th, and there you have studied two types of letters, that is formal letter, informal letter. Fine. But once you are into class 11th now, there is no more informal letter for you. It's only formal letter. Now you have to learn only formal letters, and formal letter also we have 4 types in CBSE syllabus. But due to the pandemic condition, 2 type of letters has been shifted only for class 12, and for the children of class 11th only official letter and business letter has been given in the syllabus. So in this session, that is only for this session 2020 and 21, you would be focusing on official letter and business letters. Fine. And so all these 2 are a type of formal letter. So what is formal? If you know that, things which are official, which are not personal, that is formal. And for formal letter, you have to remember one thing. For writing informal letter, you could use your easy language, you could use a personal language. It's not necessary for you to stick to any particular format. And you can use slang language, you can use contractions and all that. But once you touch upon formal letter, remember one thing, children, you have to stick to the format, format as prescribed by the CBSE syllabus. Now, so what do we have in that format? First of all, let me tell you one small thing. For writing formal letter in your syllabus, you have to adhere to the word limit given, and the word limit is 120 to 150 words. Could be a little bit less, a little bit more. A little bit means really a little bit, not a paragraph. That would deduct your marks. Fine. And the letter would it will give you 5 marks. And how is the division of the mark? These 5 marks, 1 mark would be allotted to the format and 2 marks for the content, while another 2 marks for the expression of the language you have written in the body of the letter, and the total of all these will make 5 marks for you for writing formal letters. So now what is the format? This is the prescribed format, children, and you have to adhere to this. You have to stick to this. The first thing, the very first thing is the sender's address. Remember one thing. While writing formal letters, just adhere to this. left hand margin. Everything should be left aligned. Okay, written on left hand side. So we will start with the sender address. Sender address will, okay, usually it's given in the question put up for the students. Okay, when you get the question paper, or when you get a question, the address is usually given there, or at least the name is given there, the city is given there. Okay, in case the city is not given, the street name or address is not given, you can always invent one, but don't make it more than 3 lines. Okay, everything should be left aligned. Okay, all on left hand side. Okay, maximum 3 lines would make your address. Leave a space of 1 line. Remember to leave a space. Leave a space between all these things. Okay, from shifting to one point to another, always leave 1 space. That is a must. Otherwise your letter, the letter you write, would have all a mixed up, a jumbled look. Okay, it won't be clear. So sender's address, after that put the date. The date, never use a brief form of writing January, so write JAN, Jan, FEB, Feb. No, children, of that. You must mention the month in its full. Okay, like October, so the full October should be written. Okay, October followed by the present date, comma, year 2020. Year also should be in full. Okay, not only 20, not only 99, but if it's 2020, then 2020. Okay, and between the date and the year you should place 1 small comma here. Okay, now after the date leave 1 more space, and now come to the receiver's address, that is the address of the receiver. Who is the receiver? You are sending the letter to somebody, and that somebody is the receiver. So his or her or their address should be mentioned here. Usually the address is also given in your question. Otherwise, you can always invent your address. Okay, address should start with either the name of the receiver or the company's name. It is an official letter, so usually the company, the name of the company is there, followed by the street, and the last column in that line is the city. Okay, and after writing the address, never put comma here. Children, never. This is wrong. Never put comma. Okay, comma should not be there. Fine. So once the receiver's address is complete, 1 more space here. Subject is open for you. Either you can take center alignment or again left. To make it easy, children, you can stick to all left hand writing. So there is no confusion for you. Otherwise, you can write subject in center. So depends. Okay, the subject, as all the subjects. Okay, it should be very short. Okay, it should be very short. It should be exact to the point. And one more thing, the subject must point out what does the letter cover, what is the content of the letter. That should be in that subject. Now the subject is complete. Now we will come to salutation. What does salutation mean? Okay, the word itself is long, but it's very, very simple thing. We salute somebody. We salute somebody. When we salute somebody, what do? We give respect to the next person. So that's how we got the word salutation. Means if we are addressing the receiver, we are giving respect to the person. So how can we write the salutation here? In an official letter, in a formal letter, okay, either it's official letter or a business letter, use only sir, okay, madam, or dear sir, dear madam, okay. Please and please stick to only these 4 words, okay. Sir or madam usually we use for official letter because we don't know the person. Usually if we have to register a complaint or make a request for the public utilities, we are using either for us or on behalf of the colony or behalf of a group of people, we make some complaints, okay, or I could say register some complaints to that particular office, government body. Then use only sir, or if we know that the senior person in charge is a lady, then madam, okay. And usually in a business letter, or if you know the person, then we can write dear sir, dear madam. One more thing, children, when you write a formal letter, remember one thing, your language should be formal, and never use contractions in that, or never use slang language. Contraction is not allowed, okay. Like for madam also there's a contraction of writing ma'am, okay. This is a contraction for madam, but while writing formal letter, please do not use this word, okay, because this is not considered correct, okay. So salutation finished. After salutation, give a comma, and now come to the main part which makes formal letter. What is that? Content. Is a content. We have a content, fine. So what is the content? Content is the main part of the letter, that is the body of the letter, okay. And even the content we divide in, I think, yeah, I've written somewhere, okay, content or the body of the letter. We have to divide it into 3 paragraphs, children. 3 paragraphs. First paragraph, a small one, is an introductory one, introduction and the purpose of writing. Okay, I'm writing for this one. Okay, so this is the introduction and telling why you are writing this letter. You have to tell the purpose of writing. After that, we change the paragraph. Whenever we come to a new paragraph, give a space. Give one space, and after that, give the detail of the letter. Here you have written the purpose of writing. So that purpose should come here. That should be the detail of the letter, why you are writing. Okay, what do you want should be mentioned here in detail, but still concise to the point that it should cover in this word limit. Fine. Once you have given the detail of what you want, after that change the paragraph again, and that is the last or third para of your letter. Fine. And give one more space. Give one more space, and this becomes your concluding paragraph. Conclude it. Ending paragraph, last paragraph. And here you can end your letter, or you have to end your letter by writing, what do you expect? Okay, you have given the purpose of writing, you have given the detail of what you want or what you want from the receiver. Now, in the concluding para, close the letter by telling what do you expect, means what outcome do you want from them, what action do you want from them. Fine. So these 3 introduction, detail and conclusion of the letter. That makes the body of the letter or content. So once content is finished, okay, this is the content of the letter. After that, very important thing, once again, complementary clause. Complementary clause, Gania. So what is complementary clause? Once we close a letter, the word should reflect respect also for the person. And in an official letter or in a business letter, or just to make it short, in a formal letter, the complementary clause just stick to two phrases here, that is yours faithfully or yours truly. Okay, these are generally the accepted one. Yours faithfully or yours truly, again, okay, comma. That is a formal language of writing the complementary clause. There is one more word here, yours sincerely. But we use yours sincerely only when we know the person, only some communications has been exchanged already before, then only. Otherwise, children, just to make it easy, stick to only these two, yours faithfully, yours truly. And please don't use apostrophe here, no. Yours, yours, okay, continued. Okay, yours faithfully and yours truly, whatever you write. After that, this is space, 2 or 3 lines, leave it blank. This is for your signature, okay, this is for your signature. And after that, name of the person. Complementary clause is always followed by name. Name, then give 2 space for signature. And after that, once you've signed already, then 1 space and position. Position must be mentioned in a formal letter, okay, because it will give an official look, and giving position is a must. Fine. So all these, they make the part of your format. Okay. In the format, you have the address, date, receiver's address, subject and salutation, and after that the content part is another one. Then again, complementary clause, name, signature and position. So from where do you get this word limit of 120 to 150 words? That is only the content part. The content part will make not the address, not the subject, not the salutation, no, children. Only the content part should be 120 to 150 words. Okay? And now just remember one thing. There should be a continuity in the language you write. The way you write the letter, there should be a continuity. Okay? So fine. So this was the format. And now let us see what do you have in your syllabus of class 11th. Only official letter and business letter. So official letter, as I told you, why do we write? We write to government bodies for registering, either registering complaints or making a request for some amenities we need. That is for all the public utilities we use, like electricity, water, okay. There are some ditches on the road, water clogged on the road, or some electric pole has fallen, or there is no regular supply of the water, no regular supply of the electricity in your area. There is a heavy fluctuation of electricity. All these things, children. So all these things, the complaint could be registered at the office concerned, okay, or maybe there are a lot of garbage, okay, dumped in your colony. Even in that case, you can send your complaint letter to the relevant office. Okay, fine. Another one we have here, is business letters. Children, business letter, that is very much important, and that is very important part of our world now. So what is business letter? Business letter is nothing else but simply buying and selling in a written form, in a formal way, in maybe in a little bit of official way when we need something in bulk. Okay, actually, if you simply, so how many types of letter do we have in business letters? It's simple. When you go to market, what do you do first? Okay, so business letter is also for marketing, buying and selling. What is business? Nothing else but buying and selling. We buy something, they give us goods, we pay them money. Okay, in our daily life also we do the same thing: inquiry, placing order, complaint, and the same thing we have in our business letters. When we go to the local market for buying simple thing, we make inquiry. I want this. Do you have this? That is what we ask. Okay, this is my need. I want to buy this. Do you have it? So the same thing is covered in our inquiry letter, that we would like, we are so and so, and we have a requirement for this and this thing. We would like to make an inquiry. So kindly send the price list, kindly send the catalog for items. So when we write an inquiry letter, we ask them certain things also, like we ask them for the price list, we ask them for the quantity discount. Okay, because discount is also a must. That is a necessary step buying anywhere. Okay, anywhere if we buy in bulk, there's a discount and there's a guarantee also, guarantee of the quality. Right? So all these things are covered in our inquiry letter. That is general inquiry we make for buying anything. That is part of inquiry letter. So once the inquiry is done, what follows? Reply. Okay, for everything there is a reply. Once we make an inquiry to someone, okay, that person will give a reply to us, and that makes a reply to inquiry. Fine, once we got the reply, we are satisfied. Oh, the price is good, the quality is very good, sample he has sent, that's very good. So now I'm happy, I would like to place the order. So another kind of letter which is very important is placing order. Okay, placing order. So you place the order and you have to mention the quantity you want. And in the letter of placing order, apart from mentioning the quantity you want, you have to mention the payment term also. Payment term, delivery term, where do you want the product to be delivered, and what would be the term of payment or condition of payment. And you should also mention about the guarantee of the product. Fine. So placing order, this is followed by reply again. Okay, they acknowledge. The supplier, the seller, they acknowledge receiving the letter we have placed order with. Fine. After that, once we have received the reply, we are happy. Deal is closed. Maybe we can say thanks to them. But sometimes children, sometimes problem happen. Okay, once we open the pack, once we open the carton, there could be many kind of complaints. The quantity is insufficient. Quantity is not what we have ordered. The quality is different. The pieces of the product is broken. Okay, could be the product is wet while in the delivery process, or could be anything, could be XYZ, any problem which could be a part of your complaint, and once the product is not up to the mark, maybe sometimes after we have used the product for say 5 days, 6 days, 7 days, or maybe sometimes 1 month, the problem can always arise. Even at that time, we can make the complaint. We can make the complaint, and we call it complaint letter. Fine. Even for that letter, there's a reply to the complaint letter. So that is the exchange of business letters. We inquire, they reply. We receive the reply, we place the order. Okay, once we place the order, they reciprocate it and dispatch the goods. We receive the goods, we are happy. Fine. Some problem arises, then the complaint letter. And with the complaint letter, they send a reply also settling the complaint, because settling the complaint is also very important. Otherwise, in case a supplier does not settle a complaint, do you think he's going to have another customer? No. That is a bad name for him. So children, that makes a part of your business letter. And what I told you, that when we register some complaint, when we make some request for the public utilities or amenities we use every day in our daily life, that makes part of our official letter. Okay children, so this much I think should be enough. And again in writing section, how can you be perfect? How can be a perfect writer? Simply by writing. That makes the writing section. Means not by reading, not by mugging it up, not by learning or memorizing. Okay, the format is for understanding. Understand and just visualize the format, how you will write it. After that, practice. Writing section needs nothing else but practice. So children, do practice writing it, and I am sure you can do it very well. So this is all for your lecture today. This is all for your class today. I'll give it a break. I will see you again in my next video. Till then children, have a very good day. Thank you.